Okay, welcome to Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the truth. It's terrible of me to start this with the cigarette. Do you want me to tell you it is my New Year's resolution to stop smoking this year? Ah, well, it's not. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do what my daughter says. Don't think of yourself as a smoker. Uh, anyway, I apologize. You know, I have been trying for the life of me this morning to unlock my new phone. And I don't know what password I put in there and I'm blocked out of it. And you know what's funny? It reminded me of the times when I was moving too fast. For those of you who don't know what moving too fast is, well, it's a good thing because I don't want you to think about it as what the actually terminology is. But when I was moving too fast, one of my one of my tweaks was playing with my gadgets. And I would play with my gadgets to the point that was that I couldn't remember the password I just put in like this because of my paranoia, But and then I also had a thing with taking apart Walkmans. You know the Walkmans they used to have before we had CDs and all that stuff like that. Walkmans. Well, I used to always take them apart. So at the end of my moving too fast session, I may have two or three different cassette players all taken apart on the table and could not put one of them back. So I started thinking it's a terrible thing how a child can really fuck me up by just taking my phone and probably putting, something like child protection, where you blocking things only for a child. They could do that to me, and I would never figure it out. But anyway, I'm a little raggedy tonight, but but there's a reason for it. Sometimes we have things that we don't want to throw away. But wait, before I get started, let me set the mood. You know how I do. First, with a little horn music. Because you know what? I feel when I'm making these videos, I'm making love to you. Because I'm giving you my all. And to make sure I do, a little truth serum. But this is special. I decided to treat myself to a bottle of Hennessy. I don't know if you can see with the lighting. Hennessy. So I'm drinking Hennessy tonight, this morning, and I'm going to tell you the truth. But I was talking about why I was holding tonight. I'm holding tonight because this shirt here, it says it's showtime. And this is a shirt that was given to me by the Persuaders. Some of you who may not know who the Persuaders are, they are the ones who wrote the song It's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate. There are a number of other songs that they had done, but that was one of the big hits that they did called Thin Line Between Love and Hate. And when I was holding my S.G.I.B magazine Help Make a Dream Come True Awards, I was blessed that I was able to honor them with a Lifetime Achievement Award. And it wasn't too long after that Richard, no, was it Richard? I think Richard had passed away. And they told me that he was very proud and very happy to have gotten that award. So, in honor of him and in honor of the Persuaders, I'm wearing this holy T-shirt. You've had things that you hung on to, like a holy pair of underwear that you just can't throw away. Okay, all right. So, what I got for you is, I went to a liquor store or a spirit store, and I know a couple of videos ago, and I'm very blessed and very happy For those of you who were able to watch it in its entirety, I know it was long. I'm not going to try to keep them, make them as long as that anymore. But what I found was in my last couple of videos, last video, 1 or 2 videos ago, I talked about Snoop Dogg and how our paths had crossed, and how I felt about him after his drive-by, and him being found innocent and forgiveness, and how his what do you call it, his band or his pre-show act had came and spent the day at my house, and I drove them to Washington, and how we hung out and all that stuff like that. I never did get the chance to meet. I met his brother. I didn't get to. But anyway, I was looking on the shelf, and I found this. This is a bottle of Snoop Dogg's wine, and so I said, I'm going to support this brother, and I'm going to buy his bottle of wine. So I can't wait to dive into that, of course, after the Hennessy. But let's talk about support. So for a moment, I'm in the Philippines, and I still support people in the States. How do I do that? Whenever they having events or shows or what have you, I contact them and I tell them, look, send me your name and let me buy a couple of tickets for your show, and you can give the tickets to whoever you want, and tell them that it's from Gerard, the Filipino Soul magazine. But I want to support you. And so I've done this several times, and I just want them to let them know that although I'm not there, I'm still supporting them. So it's important that we support one another. Now, I talked to you about barangays and things of that nature, of what goes on in the Philippines. What I want to do is I'm going to give you a closer look at this one particular barangay, and you check it out. Remember, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And those of you who are sharing my videos, and those of you who are subscribing to my videos, I really appreciate it. Okay, so hold on, and I'll be right back. Check this out. Okay, what I got for you is that I've told you once before in the other videos about barangays. So right now we're in the back of, this is a barangay. This is called Bulok. And I want to show you the back of it because I want you to show you at any given time, you see these buildings here, at any given time there could be someone who would see it as a possible venture to set up a business. Now we're here during the morning, but during the nighttime, they're usually filled with vendors. Vendors selling everything from fish, selling pork. Come over here. And you can see the whole row of them as they go down. We're going to step out here in the front so you can get a good feel for it. All right, both sides. Good morning. Happy New Year, Di.
Happy New Year.
Look at the beautiful Filipinas.
What's that, vlog?
Yeah, my vlog. You see, like I said, they be selling seafood. Right now, you can get shrimp. What's it, shrimp?
Squid.
You can get squid, fish, and a lot of times they're various different sizes. But if you step out here a little bit further, and if you look down, they're also where you can buy vegetables and things of that nature. Okay, Di, Happy New Year to you, okay?
They want to have a picture with you.
You want to take a picture with me?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Come here. Oh.
What's the name of your vlog? What's your vlog?
Oh, wait.
In YouTube. I will subscribe in your YouTube.
I will give it to you. Come on. She wants to take a picture.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, wait. I'll be right back. I'll give you my card. My calling card.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So what's your name? Jessa. Joy.
Include our fish in the YouTube.
Huh?
It's YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
So what's the name of your store? What's the name of your business? Wait, come here, man.
J and J.
Come here. Let me interview you. Okay. So, what is your name?
I'm Jessa. This is my sister Joy.
Okay, this is your business?
Yes.
So how long have you been selling fish here?
We're selling fishes for almost 3 years and more.
Okay, and you make a lot of money. Are you rich?
No, just hustle.
Okay, so are you a student or what? You're married? You got children?
Oh, did you interview my sister? She's the one who's
But
the...
I'm talking to you. Come on.
She's a nurse.
You're a nurse.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's very good.
Yes, this is my extra business.
This is your extra business?
Yes,
Oh.
my sister.
You see, remember I told you about Filipino girls are very educated. A lot of times they either go to school or they find foreigner husbands real fast. Like this. So Jessica, what advice would you give someone about following their dreams and their goals? What advice would you tell someone about following their dreams? You dreamt of being a nurse. You're a nurse.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give someone about following their dreams, Jessica?
Yeah, just follow your dreams. Don't be shy. Work hard. And that's it. You can do anything. You can work in the hospital or even selling or making a business.
Your own business. No,
Yes.
Jessica, can you take my pulse?
Yes, also I can take your blood pressure.
Okay, Jessica, thanks a lot.
Thank
I'll give you
you.
information where you can find me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. What's your name, too?
Joy.
Joy, bye, Joy. I see you. Okay, we're gonna walk over here. Okay, now this road here. My door down. Okay. Please, over. Come over here. My road down. These are the local gangsters. How you guys doing? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. Okay. Now, if you walk over this way, you will see that this is where they have a lot of pigs. You see, they have a pig. Walk faster than you understand. They have pigs here, so you can see that this is where it all begins. The pigs and everything. I've come here a number of times. Amigo, how are you? I've come here a number of times and I've seen their pigs. They usually have a variety of different breeds of pigs. But how old are they? Amigo, come here. Okay, I'll ask you a question. I can answer the question. You can answer Bisaya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You ask him. Here.
No, come on, amigo. Come. You don't want to be interviewed?
You can ask her. You can ask him.
Okay. How old are these pigs? How
Pila kuno
old?
ni ka bulan? 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
How old do they get before they sell them?
Oh, pila kuno ka bulan bago mabaligya? Ha? It depends.
Depends.
Yeah.
What? You go by the weight?
Parang depende kuno sa timbang. Sa timbang, no? Sa timbang. It's depend. It's big or like that.
So if I wanted to buy a pig this size to raise it myself, how much would a pig like this cost?
O gupay ko sa inani pilahon. 6,000.
6,000 pesos.
Yeah.
6,000 pesos. That means about 100. 5,000 is 100. You can figure out with the 6,000. The other 1,000 is 20. So that's $120. You can get a pig, raise it, and when it's big, you can sell it for how much? Maybe about 6,000, something like that. Okay, amigo. Salamat. Okay. Happy New Year to you, my brother. Okay. Happy New Year. Okay. So we're gonna walk over here too and kind of take a look. Now remember, this is called Blaka. If you look at my earlier
Bulok.
videos, this is Sibulan. If you look at my earlier videos when I first came, I used to live back there when I first brought Helen, and you can see. But come on, I want to show you a little more. Like I said, at nighttime, there are a lot of business here. They're cooking barbecue, they're selling pork. No, nobody getting out. I'm really kidding. this is my chicken competition. My bulldog guy, my auto. How are you? What happened to my girlfriend?
That's him.
Oh, there you are. Happy New Year. How are you? I come in, I don't see you. Where you been? Come here, come here. I want people to see you. Come here. Come on, put your arm. Come here, I want people to see you. Come around.
Vacation.
Come here. Come here. I want you to see this beautiful girl here. Look at her. This is my beautiful girlfriend. I always come here and see her. She always say, "Buy my chicken, buy my chicken." As you see, that sell chicken. So what's your name? Huh? Stephanie. Stephanie. How old are you, Stephanie?
Fine.
I said, how old are you, Stephanie?
I'm 18.
18. So what are you planning to do with yourself, Stephanie? What's your dream? Marrying a foreigner?
I'm teacher.
Huh? You what?
Naging ayungon. Negros Oriental.
What she said?
No. What did you ask? What did you ask?
Ask her what is her dream? What she wants to
Unsa
do with
kuno
her
imo
life?
ang ambisyon soon?
Ambition.
Yes.
My ambition is Ulo ko baby.
Okay na.
Ambition is what?
She's shy. She's shy.
Come here. Oh, Stephanie, I miss you. Hi, and what's your name? And this is Julian. Okay, now I showed you different videos. This is chicken, how it's normally sold around here. They have whole chicken, you know, legs and thighs, which is what I always buy. The gizzards, the heads, and the legs. So this is another place they just stop, and another place where they can buy food. And it's not unusual to find different vendors along whatever route you're taking and find them selling these items. But now I'm gonna introduce you to my special client, my special girl, my special store. And with no further ado, there is Maya. Maya, come here, Maya. Come here, Maya. Maya is my long-time friend. Yeah, I fell in love with her mother, but then I met her father, and I said I can't chase her mother no more. Yeah, she's married already. Show me your face, Maya. So how are you doing, Maya?
I'm fine.
Yeah, and she just came back from vacation, where she went to go see her Lola, because her Lola was sick. Lola means grandmother. You have Lola and Lolo.
She can't walk anymore.
But she can't walk anymore. How old is she?
Oh, she's fine.
Oh, okay.
We let her go in hospital.
Okay. So, how was your Christmas?
It's great. It's very complete.
Okay. And New Year's?
Yes, it's also.
Okay. And this is her partner. Come here, girl.
That's girlfriend of my brother.
Oh, this girlfriend of your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Come on. She's better than the other girlfriend he had.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah. The other girlfriend he had sold me that chicken.
Actually, she's a model.
Oh, is she really? Oh, so what's your name?
I'm Prexy.
Rexy. Oh, so. Wait, come here, my mind. I want to ask you about the typhoon.
About typhoon.
So how was the typhoon? Was your home hurt? Was anybody injured?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Yes.
So you
We
guys
just
got,
can't sleep.
you just couldn't sleep?
Yes.
How long was your electricity off?
3 days.
Ours was off almost 2 weeks, going on like 3 weeks. Wow. We just got it turned on like the day before New Year's. Yeah, so we got it turned on. Okay. So is anything you want to say to my viewers around the world? My Trixie, anything you want to say? Look at these beautiful Filipino girls. Oh my God. Now you have to understand that I know her for a few years. She wasn't always this tall. She was small. She was. So I watched a lot of these girls grow up. Same thing with the guys. I watched them grow up, but I mostly look at the girls. They grow up and they're grown up to be beautiful, respectful ladies. So I'm gonna thank you for being on my blog. I will talk to you later. Okay. Okay, and don't forget to tell your mother I say hello.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, now one other thing I'm gonna show you before I end this video. Oh shit, they're gone. Okay, construction is done a little bit different here in the Philippines than it's done in the United States. What I wanted to show you was these guys painting a wall. These guys, this is the scaffolding. The scaffolding is made out of bamboo,
Yeah, bamboo.
Bamboo. Bamboo is one of the popular material that's used in the Philippines. Well, come on, wait, let's talk to these guys. Hey, also, brothers. How are you guys doing? Huh? Okay, you guys painting, huh? See, come here, come here. Look at his pole. It's with bamboo. Bamboo.
It is bamboo.
Bamboo. This is the scaffolding. I wanted to videotape them when they were up on top and see how they're doing. You know, one time when I was in, come out of the street, I was living in San Francisco. What? I was living in San Francisco, and I used to hire myself. Stop. I used to hire myself as I would go to construction sites and say, look, I would take down your scaffolding. And I mean, come over here because I think a lot of you a little bit.
Yeah.
Taking down scaffolding is very tricky because it's done with 2x4s and 2x6. So if you don't know what you're doing when you're climbing up on scaffolding to take it down, don't fool with it. So that used to be one of the businesses I had, was driving around looking for construction sites that had scaffolding along the building, and I would put a bid into taking it down. All right, brothers. Okay, Happy New Year. Wait. I will give you some money to buy Red Horse, okay? I will let you buy Red Horse, okay? Yes. Okay, just wait. Okay, so that's it all I want to show you. I'm going to thank Mia on the camera, and this is P.B.G for Gerard, Black in the Philippines, with the truth. Back to you, Gerard. Well, I hope you enjoy that. As you can see, they do things a little bit different here in the Philippines, but they get the job done. But you can see some of the marketplaces that they have here in the Philippines. You know, sometimes I like to wonder, have you ever wondered, you know, how you like to be remembered? I know it's something that we don't ever think about, because a lot of us think that we're never going to go away. We're going to be here forever and ever and ever. But then, how would you like to be remembered? I know me, myself, I like to be remembered as someone who, I just don't want to say have a big heart. Someone, I want to be remembered as someone who not only support, like I just said, but I know I enjoy going to the supermarket and buying things and look at the person behind me or the person in front of me and see what they have, of course, you know, and buy it. You know, there's no bigger surprise than being on the line and then someone buys your groceries. You know, I was in Las Vegas, and I looked at this woman. She was Spanish, and you know, it's funny because I talk about learning the language, and one of the things that they say, Latin people, is "hola." Hola means hello, and you can walk past them and say hello or whatever, and they won't respond. But if you say hola, they respond. I mean, they respond to the point that if they have a kid and you say hola, they tell the kid hola, 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 hola. so you know, again, important to learn something about the language. Now, so I bought this woman's groceries. It came up like $30 or something like that. And she's, oh, I want to use the money to fix my hair and my nails like this. Because apparently she, you know, didn't have the extra money to do it on her own, or was able to get the money, or her husband or whoever wasn't able to give her the money. So she had already planned out that what she was going to do with the extra money that she got, you know, from my buying her groceries. So I like to remember as someone who was willing to help people at any given point in time. I like to think of myself as an angel walking the earth, because you know, that's that's me. So I want to be remembered as that. I want to be remembered as someone who loved, you know, someone who loved totally and fully, and He always touched you. He always hugged you. He always kissed you. He always showed his love. I want to be remembered as that person. I remember someone telling me and said, Gerard, you know what? You give the best hugs. Okay, in the vein of giving, what I'm going to do is, we still had people who have suffered from the typhoon that came through here. Well, yesterday, I was able to help even more and go to those areas where people are still dealing with the aftermath of the tornado that came through. Okay? Of course, first, here's a little fun. Check this out. Okay, so since the typhoon, we'll go this way. Since the typhoon, there's a lot of people who have gone without. Don't have any food, shelter, and etc. Well, these ladies here today are going to feed, I don't want to say homeless, but feed those who are in need. So while we're waiting for the police, because the police are going to give us an escort up into the mountains in Avalon. But while we're waiting, we are going to play a little game. We're going to take this egg, which is known as the igloo, and we're going to see how many cars are going to pass by before it runs it over. Ready, girls? Ready? Yeah. Okay. Let's wait. Now we're going to count bikes and cars. Okay, we're going to put the egg in. How many?
5, including the motorcycle.
Yeah, how many?
Including 5.
5. Watch the egg. He came on the wrong side of the road. Oh well. So we're gonna still wait for the police to come, but in the meantime, we'll talk to you later. Okay, yes, we are in front of Giselle's store. We are in San Jose. Is this considered San Jose? This is Avalon. So I wanted to give you a shout out to Giselle's store. I told you about, and there are different barangays that have different stores, and they have with Giselle, and this is her sister. I call her sis, which is she's also a public official. So but they had a crooked plan. They stayed open 24 hours on Christmas and New Year's. They took it all, the money. Smart girls. Okay, Gerard, this is WOG. Back to you. Okay, we just arrived at our first destination. I wasn't able to show you the road that I was traveling on, but I'm going to try to videotape it on the way back so this way you can see some of the damages of some of the surrounding houses. As you see over here, they're starting to set up to give some of the residents some relief food and what have you. These are police officers. They're over there. They're driving. Okay, so if you hear the motorcycles, they're doing a lot of dirt biking around here. So boys will be boys, so they're still doing their thing. I hope to say that about God. And for some reason, when I woke up this morning, I put on a red t-shirt. Mia put on a red t-shirt. And no one said anything to us. But it just so happens that we're all, the uniform of the day is red. So you see, I always count my blessings, the small ones, not the big ones. And I'm very happy that we're all in unison with the attire. As you can see over here, you see some of the people they're coming out to get the rice and food. Okay, so we're gonna pause right here. Oh, wait. I want to see if you can see some of the dirt bikers going. But there was a lot of them. Okay, so we'll pause right here and we'll be right back. May botas.
Ano ka po nito? Doon lang ako na sila tanan. Wala yung pagtawad. Magpigit pagtawad. Sila ganahan, ma'am. Sila ganahan. Dito. Ano ka pa? Magsige dito. Pasok to ron. Ang ganahan. Sagi tayo.
Nothing is ever as easy as it seems. Okay, cut. Yeah. Now, I want to say something here. Inside the bags of rice, there were sardines, and sardines. Sometimes you see the Filipinos, in the beach after the tide has gone out, picking up things inside the dirt, inside the muddy water. And what it is like little crayfish that they pick up. I asked the woman once, I said, can I see? And she had a whole jar full of these little crustaceans that in this jar. I mean, it's very painstaking in finding them and picking them up. And come to find out that one of the reasons why they do it is because it just adds flavor. So that's what the sardines often do in rice. Eating plain rice can be pretty plain, but adding a little sardine taste, changes the flavor and kind of gives it a more palatable meal. Okay, we're up, like I say, in the mountains, but this is something that you don't see every day. Look at this. Boy, she's beautiful. Wow. That's a big turkey. You don't see much turkey in the Philippines, in the supermarkets or anything like that. But occasionally, you will see them running around. And I guess this is the male, because in the wildlife, the male is always the most prettiest one. So this way, it attracts the animals or the predators away from the family. You see these are the females over here with no feathers and what have you. Okay, salamat, thank you. You see it with no feathers, but look, it's beautiful. Yeah. So, amigo, so how was your New Year? Ask him how was his New Year.
Kumusta ko nimong New Year?
New Year?
Yeah, how? Okay, ra?
Okay ra.
Okay, a lot of fireworks? No
fireworks. Because no have money.
Oh, okay.
No money.
Oh, I know, I hear you. Do you have electricity?
Napakoy kuryente?
You have power?
Kurente?
Power.
Yeah, kuryente na
Na.
They have.
No power either?
Na ron, na.
Nana.
Yeah, they have.
You have kurente.
How many people are in your family?
Pila ko mo kabuok sa inyong pamilya?
My 3.
3?
Oh.
Are
3.
you?
My 1 sister and 2 brothers.
Okay. So big family? Big family?
Nagkakong pamilya, gamay ra.
Gamayra.
Small.
Small.
Oh, small family.
Yeah.
So you don't eat turkey? Ask them, do they eat the turkey?
Ginakaon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat the turkeys. Turkey? Okay,
You smoke
yeah,
my name is Edmundo Torres.
Edmundo Torres? Edmundo Torres. Mine is Onyx.
Annex?
Yeah. Okay, Armando, it's nice meeting you, okay?
Okay.
I see you next time, okay? Okay, I like his hair. Look at it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that's happy end. We're going to walk back over here toward the rest of the group.
Namatay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I did my call to nature, which that's one
Next
thing.
year, come back in Philippines.
Huh? Okay.
Kung sabi ito, in English na punta ka dito.
Stay man siya dere. Stay na.
I stay
Yeah, I stay in Ablan.
Amlan?
Yeah. Okay. That's one thing about the Philippines is that you can piss anywhere. So that's why you have to come out of the Carry Group. Okay, we'll be right back.
Kini, kay kini siya as assistant din nagikan sa nasyonal. Karon, kung magpakita ko ninyo dire, mahal ko mapakita ninyo kay ngano, dagang istorya ba ya nga sige ra ko saling papirma, simbakot ninyo kung saon. So dili tanan ang tao mabasa, dagan lang kay mga negatibo, nakasabot ko sa inyong site kay ang hugpong kasaad nga wala pa punhatag. So muna naningkamot ko nga makabwarta ko bugas ko, nga nagani niya yun na usan is niyatag namo itabang nako ani nga gipet bugas kay para
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Wala sabihin.
Di ka na ginasibong. Ohon, makadawat mo unang kani. Ako ni katag ninyo kay para way kami ninyo. Kay pait kayo nang nangadto mi sa usa ka lugar nangay mi katahuran.
I guess that was devoted to me.
Loy kayo me.
And you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell.
Pwede pa lang mag-back out na lang
Let's
ko.
listen.
Galing lang mag-back out ko. Samot man dyan mong maingon mong budol-budol scammer. So munang gitulo na lang nako, gisudlan man nako. Ako na lang yung tiwason. Munang niamit kani mo importante nga ipapirma mo nga naa inyong ngalan kay isabit paguli sa national. Gikan gyud nako. Kamo makadawat kaning naa dire, makadawat jud mo. Dili pirma na sa uban. Dili para sa uban nga kailara, suodra mo ganin ni
Sis is
namin
representing
para
the government
ninyo.
here.
Kay katong
She's a
suodra sa
politician running
munisipyo,
for office.
pamilya,
I don't know
papirus
what
na. Pero
position,
kamo nga, walay suod,
but she's always
kamo
out
nga,
there,
hubos ang paglantaw, digit mo
helping,
matagaan. Samot na, kung dili mo,
being active
ubay
in
sa
what's happening in
politika.
the community.
Munang kami, among gibuhat, nga manaadyan mo diri para, kung nakadawat sila, makadawat pod mo. Kay dili manggudlanin, nga uban gapuyos daw dyan, kamuin tao naghinuktok, parehas gutang tanan nga naitiyan. O muni among purpose nga kani mo importante dili na kay kagamay ra kaayo na kini mo importante nga makatabang mi ninyo muni ipasabot jud namo mo jud importante katong wala malista ani ayaw ka balaka pwede nato yung mga silingan nga mo ingon na ni Tibaseng kay isulat ni Tibaseng dahil mo picture ra jud na i-submit kay adto man makita sa inyong picture kung partially damaged or totally damaged kay ang ihatag banggod ninyo dili parehas dili pareha nga 3,000 tanan, 5,000. Depende sa inyong balay nga natukap. O basta naa mo ani paliguro jud mo makadawat jud mo. Kay ako jud mismo ga request ani direct sa national. Mao ni naa jud diri na ako mismo email na dito jud ni siya sa ni President Duterte. Kay kung mag-agi tagan siya ayin siya. Pag-abot na unya dito pag-abot na may nalamag makadawata. Pero kani ganing ayuda mong gihatag bisan pag ganing dili siya member karon napituhan sa Bagyo kana bang nangakanles nangaunsa na dinha pero kato ganing adunahan oh wow bless kayo sa inyong mundo
Eh, di may wala nga niyo, boss.
ako tagay ko kanyo to
Hindi mo wala kaya ako
oh kanay salamat na si BBO inakulag mga ilo pala kana ay natanggit ka dyan may po siya sa kanyang bagit
Ako nga. Dili mo ko
Politics, talking politics.
Ay! Ay! Hala, 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 hala.
Dili ba para ta magkasinabot katong wala pa na lista malista na lang tagaan dili pa to na lista na mo itagaan pero naman ni siya sobra sa nga nalista, magulat lang kay tagaan, pero katong nalista, ato lang unahon kay, mo sa man tong nalista nyo, hindi na matagaan. Pero kako magpunta ng tagaan,
May basing-basing yan, nagkabalik-balik, may basing-basing.
Now, you see them giving out food to certain people whose names on the list, and those names who were not on the list, of course, didn't receive anything because we only have a certain amount to give out to the people. But I'm going to talk to you about something. I'm going to talk to you about voting and the importance of voting. If you're in the States and you have a problem with your house or with getting assistance or things of that nature, and someone tells you, well, you should go speak to your politician who handles your area. You should go speak to your representative, or you should go speak to somebody. Okay, so you go and you speak to them. What do? The first thing they do is that they pull up your name. They pull up your name and see if you're a registered voter. And see if you vote. Those who are registered voters and those who vote are more inclined to get more help faster than someone who didn't. As to maybe the names on the list that were given out. These are people who are part of an organization who are actively involved. So they were first in line in getting any type of assistance. Now, there's another phase in February where the whole barangay or the whole community can come and register for federal assistance from the government who they're going to help. You have to bring in pictures and all this stuff to show your damage and etc. But the point of the matter is that voting not only helps you elect someone in your community who you believe in their policies and those who might think who are there to help you or to fulfill the promises that they make that they never keep, but it also aids in your personal life. If you need something done, that's where they go. They go to the voting roster and check and see if you're a registered voter. It's funny because when I was I'm looking for my original song, my porn song that I was looking for. So I put in the search, porn music, and the first one that came up was Giuliani Has Fallen. I said, what? Ex-mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani, has fallen so far that when you search porn music, he comes up with his ink dye falling on his face and Giuliani has fallen. So I started laughing when I saw that. I said, wow, Rudy, you certainly have fallen. Now, not to take it from Rudy Giuliani did a lot of things for New York. He was a prosecutor who helped break the back of the mafia in New York, and mostly by a book that Woodham has written that outlined and everything, and so he was able to use that too as evidence in creating the RICO law. I think he was significant about creating the RICO law. The RICO law is what is being used now to arrest a lot of gang members, affiliates, or whatever, to show that you are an enterprise. You are an organized organization that is involved in crime. And then he cleaned up New York, which I'm still mad at him about. I like New York's little dirty, seedy side of town. That's where Paul Mooney used to chase me around when I come to New York. When I go into the city to take Polaroids. I used to see him all the time. You ready to go with me? You ready to go with me? Of course, I didn't know who Paul Mooney was. Not that I'm saying if I knew who he was, I would have went home with him, but I didn't know who he was. I later found out who Paul Mooney was, and I was like, oh well, I'm flattered, So anyway, okay. So let's go on with the handout.
picture importante kay motoy basihan og pila ayuda yatag ninyo. Kay kani wa man mitayuti paper kay di man kumingon 5,000 niya balo-balo day kay ganahuna ko nga akong ibulsa mo na yatag nako pila na lang. Kung ako din yatag dito, pila gihatag dito, diretso jud na ninyo. Mo ni siya. Oh. Nahitabo ba ni kalamihan? Oh, unahon sa sila. Kasi ba sa tukap? Kapag naman sila tayo naman ni assistant.
There's a lot of turkey.
A lot of what?
Turkey.
Turkey, you want turkey? I have.
Yeah, a lot of turkey.
Yeah, perfect. Boy and girl, you want?
No, is it cooked? I can eat it now.
No, no.
Oh,
I like turkey. You want to buy? 1,000K. It's
1,000K each.
no. It depends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you deliver? You got to bring it to me.
Where's your address?
In Avalon.
Where you?
Avalon.
Bring now?
In Avalon.
In Amlan, okay.
Yeah.
How many you want? How many you want?
I don't know how
Mia,
Hey, it's okay. If you
Mia,
can cook like a chicken.
do you know how to cook turkey?
No, like a chicken. You don't know how to cook?
She know how to cook.
Hindi naman pwede manok.
Turkey sounds good. I have not had turkey in a long time.
Okay, you buy
No,
turkey.
no, wait. What's
I have a lot of turkey. No.
Paminaw ha. Katong karon natagaan nato karon mo man ganin ni kani natagaan ni ron dapat nadyo mo inaani yan ni Tibasay. Kay babot na kung di mo nang hatag niya babot sa panahon ato nang hatag mo makadawat niyon niya mo hamong gibulsa nga walang gatag ninyo. Klaro ha, naay picture makadawat kung walay picture wala jud mo idawaton. Klaro jud ta ha kay importante kay sa man paghatag sa ayuda nga nakadepender man na sa inyo ang guba. Oh.
Yeah, that's her name. Okay. Lisa. She brought pictures of a house that was damaged from the typhoon. Wow. Wow. Took everything off the roof, everything. Everything. Wow. Wow.
Thank you. Si Ade gumisindra. Sa gumisindra sa guban. Sa guban house.
Wow. These are people here who need some help, who we try to come help with food, relief, or whatever. I guess the government has tried to assure that everyone gets something at some point in time. So she came to make sure that she's included in that roster of being able to get some relief. And we'll be right back. Sis, what is it that you have to explain to the people about what you're doing here now? And what are some of their complaints?
They're complaining that they are members and why we're not giving them. And actually, this relief goods that we have, this is not from Bukong, this is from my own. And you know that because you're the one giving me also. Oh, and the problem is the members could not understand that we're telling them that they just wait until February because all members of Bukong Federal Movement, we have a summit and then all members have their relief goods on that month. But now, only the audit victims.
Right. Okay.
That's the problem, but they cannot understand.
Right. It's not enough for everybody, just those
Yeah.
on the list.
Oh yeah, because we have only 52 food packs and
It's not enough.
this is the letter Ate Basing is the letter here, and she just have 45. And the problem is
Member of Hugtong here.
dili tay pila jud tanan ang naapektahan. Kwan.
Abot sa
A lot.
Tambisay.
It's a lot.
Is ala to kay diri 40 plus ra.
O diri ra man. Wali ko bi matita diri
40
ra.
plus na 40 plus.
Kani taga diri ba yun? Sila unay taga Kambisay diri.
Wala tayo kambisan.
So di wala problema.
Duwara ni Indra.
Well, you know, this is the thing. When people are in need, you wish you could help everybody, but you just can't help everybody because not everybody has enough to give to everybody. So you try to bless the ones that you can and help them. That's what we're kind of doing here, helping the few who we can. I mean, look at this little girl right here. Look, you know, the children, the seniors, I mean, they all need some help. And those who lost everything, all I can say is keep them in your prayers. Okay, we'll be right back with some more.
Sa to mo, Ibanez o Kapilido. Middle name nimo kompleto ma? O Estelita, Ibanez, Ribotaso. Isa ra Estelita Y Ribotaso. 51 years old. Butangira po nag female ba, male ba? Dayon cell number. Maurag yun na siya importante kay kamo may tawagan. Pagtawag ninyo, kamoy mukuha ani. Ima ni magaginamo na kamera ako ray ka process ani para jud mo matagaan. Pero dili di magaginamo. Kamoy tawagan nga kamoy makadawat magipagi bag Gcash o unsaon na nila paghatag ninyo. Dili na magaginamo. Dili ni parean sa kuan di sa bulan nga budget dito. Punta sa lista bulod nga sila magbalog pinaghatag ninyo. Kani ninyo ninyo. Picture, firma, ngalan, kompleto.
I guess she's trying to explain to the criteria is what's needed to be on this list. But like she and Sis had said, that they're going to have a meeting in February for all the members, and they all were getting relief. You just have to just accept that there's not enough for everybody today.
Kay balo na si Sebastian, ma'am na ana, kay moari mi dire kay ala-ala di mi magbalik-balik. Pag ana na mo panghatag, bira po na mo dayon. Kay kaning nauna ron makadawat nya kamo mayong wala. Halang ano lagi sila nakadawat na kami wala. Oh, dapat usahon jud to nag-submit para usa jud mo tanan pod pagdawat. Pohon.
Bay balo ra mo ready na mo kay
And we'll be right back. Favorite things I love doing with children.
Bata, gamay ra na, pambata. Wala siya coin. Jutay ra karon. Kaning gulang dili man kailog. Di man kailog ng gulang. For coffee. Wait, just wait. Dili kaning gulang dili man kailog. Sagaan ra niya.
Okay, we'll be right back. Now, I told you how I like to be remembered. But there are a couple of things that I still like to do in my life. Like, I want to find a Bible. I want to be walking somewhere and see a foot hanging out and walk up, ooh, ooh, call 911. You know, it's funny because when I was in New York and when I got out of the joint in '99, you know, cell phones was around. And so when I drove, you know, whenever I saw debris on the road or an accident or something like this, I would call 911. I said, yes, this is Gerard, and I want to report that there's a bumper on the south side lane on the major digging that needs to be removed. It's causing a hazard in driving. Okay, thank you. And hung up. Or, you know, whatever I thought was a public nuisance or public hazard, I would call the police. And it used to be a running joke saying that 911 has a block on your phone. You know, because I would call them so much. Whenever they saw my number come in, they said, block, don't answer, don't answer. So It would be a running joke with me about 911 having a block on that system from me. Okay, so anyway, so what I want to say, there was something else I was going to tell you about that when I started talking about the 911 thing. But anyway, let me see. Oh yeah. Things I want to do, like finding a body. I like to find a body. Another thing that I like to do is that I want to give a description to a police sketch artist. I was like, did you see him? Yes, I saw him. Can you give us a description? Yes, I can give you a description. Well, what did he look like? Well, he had thin lips. The bottom lip was definitely bigger than, that's too big. Yeah, like that. He had pointed ears almost. How pointed? No, that's too pointy. His eyes were beady. They were close together. His nostrils, he had dreadlocks. So, I want to give a description to a police sketch artist about someone who I saw. And the final thing, what I want to do is I want to come up on an accident scene, get out of the car and says, hang in there, buddy. Help is on the way. I want to do that. Hang in there, buddy. Help is on the way. You're going to be all right. Just hang in there. I want to do that. You're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. And if you haven't got a dream, a goal, an idea, or a train of thought, don't worry about it. Do what I used to do. Get as much as you can, as fast as you can, and go home. Or at least make the call and let someone you know who loves you and say, I'm okay. Okay? And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ollie Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And lady, if you have a good man like me, oh my God. Make him feel like a king. Okay. All right. So with that, remember, I love you like a love song. And I got one other little piece I'm going to show you. This is a little bit of trail. So again, share, like, subscribe my video, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I love you like a love song, baby. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Okay, as you can see, some of the damages that were done from the typhoon. So like this house is destroyed, this one is damaged, these houses is damaged. And what we're going to do is that I'm going to drive, and you can kind of see the rest of the travel as we climbed up this hill to get where we are at. My boat dog died. Good morning. Good morning. Did you get her?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you see, the road is very, very rocky. They have some beautiful homes here. And remember, up here, there's still no electricity. Whoa. You Look at that huge tree over there that was knocked down. Wow, look at the typhoon, look like it just uprooted it. And you can see my bulldog, hello. Hello, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Di. This is such a beautiful country. Look at all the coconut trees. Every now and then you get a patch that has a cement driveway, but it doesn't last very long because we're back on the rocks again. Thank goodness it's not very hot. It's kind of cool. You see the damage to this tree here. Wow, that's a big tree. And look over here. You can see how the trees are still on the houses. My boat that. You can see the trees are still on the houses back there. And of course, this doesn't look as significantly damaged as some of the things that you may have seen on YouTube after the typhoon. But it's damaged nevertheless. I mean, anytime your home is destroyed, whether it be from a flood, tornado, typhoon, tsunami, it's very, very tragic, especially with loss of lives. Now, this hill here, like these were where the kids were riding dirt bikes. So they would ride the dirt bikes down this road here, and then they'd come across. Lord knows they had to be able to stop, otherwise they would keep going right off into that field. But I'm sure there's more track once you get to the top of the hill for them to ride. And remember, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Whoa, I better be careful. I might find myself thrown off of this. You see the cows, they don't call them cows, they call them what? Cowboys? Baka. My bulldog died. Hello, Happy New Year. Okay, you can see how bad the road is here. I mean, well, I might call it bad. They might look at it as just normal. Because after a while, you can adjust to anything. That's one unique thing about man, is that he can adapt to any environment. Here's a tricycle coming down. This is a taxi. A tricycle, a pedicab. My bulldog. And again, we're going to hit a little patch of concrete. See this tree down. My bulldog. Look on this side. Let's see the damage where it's blown down. Now we're going to start heading down. It's quiet. It's almost like a... Look at this one here, where it was uprooted. That's a big tree. Thank goodness there was no home under it. Oh yeah. You see the wire is still down here. So in order for them to have electricity, of course, all this needs to be repaired. And there's no telling how soon it would be repaired, because often the time, the repairing of a location, I believe, depends upon the commerce area. In other words, if there are a lot of this is down, you know. In other words, if there are a lot of businesses, or if it is making money, okay, I was wondering which walking around. And you can look at these homes. These are beautiful homes here. It doesn't look like much damage was done, but you have to look closely to see, like, the trees are down or what have you. We were very fortunate because I was able to trim the trees 2 weeks before the typhoon came. Otherwise, my boat died. We would have suffered a lot of damage in my house. You can look over here where these houses were destroyed. Rather, if someone was living in it or not, which I'm sure there were, one tell sign of people living somewhere is the livestock that's around it. Because someone has to take care of the animals, and oftentimes the people who take care of the animals are the ones who own them. I shouldn't say take care of, own them. Another petty cat. This one has pigs. Oh wow, my brother, one big ass pig. You see the nuts on that thing? You know, when I was in the South, we used to slaughter hogs, and we had a neighbor who would come by and collect the mountain oysters. For those of you who don't know mountain oysters means the ball. Supposed to be very tasty, although I never had the inkling to try them. My boat died. Good morning. Trouble saying that word before. You can see the houses here. See a rebuilding on that one. This one here look like it got taken out. My botak, young man.
Asang kagawas gani?
Okay. Salamat.
Okay, salamat.
The story of my life. Always going the wrong direction. This is sugar.
Sugarcane.
These are sugar canes you see here.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow, look at this tree. Wow. In North Carolina, there'll be a whole bed of water moccasins, snakes wrapped around here. In the Philippines, they have snakes, but maybe one or two type of snakes. It's not like it's in other areas where snakes are. My botan! Where snakes are real prevalent. Yeah. These here are little houses for roosters, where someone's breeding roosters, either cockfight or breeding. My boat dog, amigos. I don't remember this bridge. There's a lot of cars here.
You're running for kuan.
This is a campaign.
Yep, campaign.
Someone running for office of some sort. This is a brown guy. My boat dog. Okay. You might be getting a lot of wind, so I apologize. My boat dog, amigo. I apologize for that. Just try to listen to it the best you can. Yeah, I remember this service station. Okay, we're gonna pause it right here and we'll pick it up later. Remember, this is Gerard. You're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines. And this is P.B.G. Okay, so we'll be right back.